All right. Well, we're going to get started. We have a lot of birds to show you today. We have 16 birds from 5 countries. So get ready for some colorful birds and lots of fun facts from my friend over here and niece, Bella. Mm-hmm. And as you all know, I'm Sarah, and I'm the photographer here. And Bella is my assistant.
Fun fact
lady. And as you all know, because you've joined us before, we get to travel a lot together. So this is fun. We want this to be fun. And today, particularly, I think birds is a great topic because the birds are singing and the weather's getting a little nicer in some parts of the USA. Mm-hmm. And it's just nice to watch the birds be free and sing. And so I'm hoping this brings freedom to you today and smiles, and you enjoy checking out our bird adventures. So here we go. Whoops, that's not what I want to show. That's not what I want to show. All right. Here we are. So we've actually been in the last 3 episodes to 4 of the countries that we're going to visit again today. And the one country that we have not visited is Brazil, and that will be later. Mm-hmm. But we're going to start in Kenya again, which we visited last week with the safari, and a little bit with the monkeys. Mm-hmm. No penguins in Africa, at least where I was. So we're going to go to Kenya, which is over in this corner in Africa, on the east side of Africa. And we're going to start with flamingos. Mm-hmm. And I think many of you are probably familiar with them, but we have a couple of fun facts. So go ahead, Dara.
Yeah. The first thing, flamingos' wingspan ranges from 3.5 to 5 feet. So that's as big as some of you kids.
It is, actually, that's true. Their wing is as tall as maybe Ramona or Kaisa. Mm-hmm. That's pretty crazy.
Yeah. And also their the color of the flamingo, so we imagine flamingos as pink, but some of them are more red, is based upon their diet. And so there's something in the food they eat, like their shrimp and the algae, called a carotenoid. So the more carotenoids they have, the darker red or pink the flamingos will be. Yeah,
so some of these definitely have some hot pink in them, in their feathers. Mm-hmm. So they're probably eating some more shrimp than the others.
Yeah, I suppose.
Yeah, and this was in... Christine, you might need to help me out. Lake Navasha, I believe it was called. And as you could see in the pictures, there were hundreds of them. It was crazy. It was awesome, though. They're beautiful, beautiful birds. Yes, and then this was a bird that was just hanging out as we were eating outside one day. And I just thought he was pretty pretty.
Mm-hmm. Pretty superb.
Pretty superb.
This is called a superb starling. So yeah, pretty superb.
Yeah.
And this little bird mostly eats insects, but it will also eat berries and little small fruits. Super cute.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, he was on a little tent sign there. We went and we stayed in a place that had what do you call those? They're kind of like, they're not tents, but they're like kind of glamping out tents. That's where we stayed when we went to see and saw these birds. What are these, Bella?
These are gray-crowned cranes. Oh, say that 4 times fast. Gray-crowned crane, gray-crowned crane, gray-crowned crane. And these birds are really silly and really interesting because they actually like to dance. And they dance by creating funny shapes, and that's how they call their mates to them.
And they have mohawks, apparently.
Yeah. They also eat as much as they can. So these birds just keep eating all day if they can.
Oops. Sorry, my computer's going a little fast right now. Okay. So next, it's slow and then fast. We have
Secretary bird.
What is a secretary bird?
A secretary bird prefers to walk rather than flies.
That's what secretaries, I guess, do. They don't fly. They sit or they walk. Yes, so this is a secretary bird. They kind of look like relatives, this bird and the gray-crowned crane.
Someone asked, is there a little baby with them?
Yes, I meant to mention that. Who asked that? Did Kaisa ask that?
I think so.
I meant to tell you that right in the back where my mouse is, there's a baby one. So they don't get the mohawk until they're older. And this is another picture that got skipped over of the,
oh wow.
Yeah. Secretary. And now we're gonna go to Costa Rica, which is where we saw a lot of monkeys, but this time we're gonna see a lot of different birds. So we're gonna start with this bird.
This bird is called they're called motmots.
And they're really cool because they have, you could see their tail is kind of like thin and then it fans out. It's really cool and they're beautiful colors.
And they use that really cool tail to, like they wag it almost like a dog to indicate to other birds that there's a predator around. So that's really interesting.
So it's like a tail.
Yeah.
Instead of
a tail.
Instead of like a, yeah.
Mm-hmm. And these birds actually live for around 12 to 14 years, which is pretty long. Yeah. I was kind of shocked by that. I thought birds in general didn't have as long of a lifespan. Rooster.
I was going to say, can anyone guess what this is? These are all over Costa Rica. You'll see these just walking down the road. And you can hear them all day, but especially in the morning. But there's a reason why they cock-a-doodle-doo.
Mm-hmm. Well, no, it's a personality trait, actually. So they all do that as the sun rises in the morning, but some of them will cock-a-doodle-doo all day long. And it's really just a personality trait, which is really interesting to me, actually.
I thought it was funny, like it's a morning bird, a morning person, or a morning bird versus a night owl or night rooster. Night rooster. So I thought that was funny. Elijah wants to know if any birds can copy other animals' sounds. Well, we might be getting to a bird that can.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
We might have to wait.
We might have to wait on that one. But as far as I know, with the birds we've already seen, I think they have their own language and their own sounds. Mm-hmm. But they have their own sounds and they talk to each other in their own language. Can anyone guess what this is? I'll give you guys a second. I think Kaisa knows. I see her jumping on that. Hummingbird! The star goes to Kaisa. Yes, these birds, I only have one picture of this bird in Costa Rica. They move very fast. Mm-hmm. And you can see, I couldn't even get their wing in the picture because they move so fast. But we have a great fun fact about them, huh?
Yeah, they are actually the only bird that knows how to fly backwards.
How cool is that?
Cool. And really fast backwards.
Yeah. They make a funny, I don't know if any of you have seen them, but they make a funny sound. They almost sound like an insect when they go past you. It's like a little flutter, but it's really, really fast. So it's like a buzz instead of a flutter because it's so fast.
Mm-hmm. I think Elijah's going to be really excited about the next bird.
Oh, get ready, Elijah. I wish we could see him.
I know.
Is there a way to put him on the top? There he is. Fantastic. Okay.
This is a vulture.
Vulture.
And actually, fun fact about vultures, vultures live everywhere except Australia and Antarctica, which I did not know about that, and I thought was really cool.
Which are two places I have not been. So
yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Okay.
So there we go. We won't see any vultures when we go there.
Something else.
Yeah, these are very big birds, and they are a little
mighty.
Mighty, yes, very strong and mighty. Hold on, technical difficulty over here.
Maybe move back.
Hang on, sorry guys. Oh, no, that's totally skipped forward.
You're getting a sneak preview.
Yeah.
There we are.
There we are. Sorry guys. We're on to, yeah, you just got a sneak preview.
Close your eyes, close your eyes. Pretend it didn't happen.
What do we have here?
This is a bare-throated tiger heron. That's a mouthful.
Yeah.
I think they have this tiger name in them, their tiger in their name because of the stripe down their chest. And these birds live 15 to 20 years, which is also pretty incredible.
Yeah, it looks like a stripe in a skunk's tail.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's like one stripe there.
And then these are tropical swamp birds, so they live in tropical swamps.
Which, this is where I was when I actually was in a little kind of stream swamp on a boat when I saw this in Costa Rica, and saw the next few birds we're going to see. Kind of like a relative in some ways.
Mm-hmm. This is the Anhinga bird. It has a nickname called water turkey, and that's because of the its long tail, which you can kind of cut off.
All these birds move really quickly,
mm-hmm.
like birds everywhere, except for this one. Woo, woo, woo.
This is an owl. But can anyone guess why this picture might be a little strange? Can you write that in the comment? Why? What's something strange about this picture? Picture of an owl and a tree.
Yes, Kaisa got it.
Mm-hmm.
Owls are nocturnal, so they're outside at nighttime, and this one was out in the middle of the day. Actually, it was the morning time, and the guide I was with on the little stream we were on was really shocked by it. He actually said that he was looking for this owl's partner, because they usually are together. So we were looking for another owl, but we never found it. So this is the only owl we saw.
Mm-hmm.
It was really cool. They're beautiful.
So they're nocturnal, but I guess every once in a while, maybe that early morning.
Maybe they're still just hanging out.
This is the good one. I think everyone's excited for coming up.
Toucans. Lots of fun toucans in Costa Rica. So we're gonna so we're gonna show you a bunch of toucans, but while we are showing you, we'd love for you to caption this toucan.
Can be anything you want.
Anything you
Something
want.
you would name the picture if you had a name.
Yeah, you can make a name for him. Perfect. So we'll just keep going, and Bella will do some fun facts, and we'll read those out loud.
Yeah, so toucans have small wings, so they're not usually really good at flying, or at least flying high. Maybe you want to explain a little more about that. They open their mouths basically to cool off. So
yeah, so this one you can see he's opening his mouth, and they tend to actually do this a lot, especially if it's hot out. And it happened to be a hot day where I was in Costa Rica. And they open their mouths just a smidge. This one's got it open a little bit farther because they cool off. They bring the air through their mouth to cool off. Mm-hmm. So it's kind of like their own AC in the way that they do that.
Mm-hmm. And also you can see in this photo their tongue is really long and skinny. You can see it inside there. It's like barely can even see it.
It's right where my mouse is. It's a white tongue there. Mm-hmm. Very, very skinny and long. Mm-hmm. And this is a rainbow toucan, which you can tell because of its beak is very beautiful and colorful. Mm-hmm.
Is this a green-billed?
No, I think this is still rainbow.
Just wait a sec, because then I don't want it to go.
Yeah, just hang on. We're having a little difficulty today. I think it might be.
Well, someone named our toucan before Toucan Sam. That's a good one.
And then before that, the caption was, "I can't see you that good," because he's kind of like, I like that case. So that's pretty funny.
So that was wait, back one.
So this is I think that was it.
Oh.
Yeah, because we're going into Brazil. Mm-hmm. That's where the other ones are. So we're going to go to Brazil, which is a country we haven't visited yet together. This one is down below the United States and in South America. And it's right above, well, not right above, but Argentina's down below there, which we will get to in a little bit. But we saw the penguins in Argentina, which are birds as well, but we're not going to share any of them today because we shared them all a few weeks ago. So I went to Brazil with my sister about 5 years ago, and we saw some really great birds there.
That's the green.
So this is the green-billed toucan. He looks like he had a little bit of a rough time.
A rough life.
His beak is definitely, yeah, this is more green.
Mm-hmm. And then these ones are called toco toucans, I believe.
Toco toucans.
Toco.
Excellent. So Ramona, you are learning about toucans right now in school. Oh, perfect. You'll get extra credit. Maybe you share it with your classmates. So studying the rainforest and the animals that live there, there's tons of beautiful animals in the rainforest. Mm-hmm. We've seen some of them. Is there a reason for different colors of their beaks? This is a question from Kaisa. It's just that they're different type of toucan. Yeah. So just like a person being from a different country, it just makes them look a little different. Mm-hmm. They're all pretty though. Mm-hmm. My favorite is the rainbow one.
Yeah. I think so.
Yeah, These are what I feel like you kind of, when you hear about a toucan or when you picture a toucan, this is what you picture, which is the traditional toucan. And these are all in Brazil. So you saw some toucans, Ramona, in Costa Rica, and then some in Brazil, both in rainforest territory.
Elijah said he's never seen a Toco toucan like that.
Whoa, yeah. And the blue eye is so cool. I know. I love the colors. They're so beautiful.
Parrots.
Oh, yes. So we're going to do another name or caption this. We thought that'd be fun. And we're going to go through and see some other parrots as you guys do that.
All the parrots are macaw parrots, but they are different depending on their color. So then it would be like, for instance, this is just a macaw, the red ones, which are really beautiful, deep red.
And these Kaisa are also in rainforest, so apparently they're also in LA. So.
And this would be a blue macaw. And they're also, they're super intelligent. Does anyone know why they're super intelligent? I think they are the most intelligent bird, in fact.
Well, do you know what they can do? What can parrots do that other animals can't do in the same way? Elijah, this question's for you.
Yeah. What can parrots do that other birds can't?
And no takers on, yes, talk. They mimic. They talk, exactly. Elijah and Kaisa, you got it right. Look at this blue one.
Yeah, this one's actually called
Hyacinth.
Hyacinth.
Hyacinth, like the flower. Really cool colors. No takers on those two sleeping parrots? Awesome. Well, those are our two. that sun's too bright. Yes, they were in
Eyes
direct
closed.
sunlight. Eyes closed. I think they might have been sunbathing or taking a nap, but they were just pretty hilarious in there. Excellent. Well, we're going to go to Argentina just for one bird because we saw all the other birds a couple of weeks ago, the penguins, which was a lot of fun. And the bird that I saw there was
a monk parakeet.
So these birds are usually not as colorful as the ones I saw, but they were really beautiful and colorful and popped out of nowhere. I only saw them once my entire time. I was climbing a mountain called El Catan, and I was on my way down and I saw these two birds, which many of you know. I love this symbol of two birds, two lovebirds. And we have another caption. You guys got to get creative with this one.
These birds also build a stick nest rather than having a hole in a tree. So, interesting fun fact.
Yeah, interesting. So Ramona, thank you for sharing some of your knowledge about birds and toucans specifically. Toco toucans are related to woodpeckers.
That's really interesting.
Yeah, that's really interesting. I love that. Please keep sharing. That's good stuff.
Elijah says, "Tweethearts."
Tweethearts. Oh my goodness.
I think
amazing.
That's a really good caption.
Tweethearts.
Oh wow. So cute. Yeah, we looked these up when you just Google the image, and they're not usually this vibrant and with the red, the deep red or brown and the green. So lucky ducky.
Lucky duckies.
Oh, speaking of,
we're going to go back to India, where, as you know, Bella was with me on this trip. India, all the way over here.
and this was in
Right here.
Kerala, so South India.
Can you guess what that is? Duck. So we have lots of pictures of these birds bathing, of these ducks bathing. It was pretty hilarious. Bella and I were just kind of chilling out, taking a little break, and I had my journal and I was writing in my journal, and I was sitting next to this little pond area. We were at a yoga program retreat in India. And these birds just jumped in the water and got me all wet. And first I was really annoyed, but then they were so adorable. I went and got my camera and captured all these pictures. And this one actually is my favorite.
Mm-hmm.
We might maybe do a caption on this one.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe name this guy. I mean, come on.
There was a whole family of them. And the male duck is known as the drake. The female duck is usually just called the duck or the hen, and then the baby is the duckling. So there was maybe like 4 ducklings and a mommy and a daddy. Mm-hmm. And they were so funny. They're interesting creatures. I decided that I'm going to have duck. When I grow up, I'm going to get a duck.
A pet duck.
Yeah.
You're going to need a little pond for them to take bath in. A bird bath. And it was fun to see them together too, because they were kind of taking a bath together.
Mm-hmm. So cute.
So cute. They were really, really. And we're going to end off with this really fun bird. Her name was Emma. And what was Emma?
Emma is an emu. And we were very surprised the first time we saw Emma, to say the least. She was part of this village, this yoga village that we were living at. And she was humongous. Emus are the second largest bird in the world after ostriches, which we saw last week, I believe.
Yeah, we did.
And she was really funny. Yeah, she was a sassy little bird, big bird.
Such a personality. In fact, at one point they had to put her kind of fence her in a little bit because she was scaring people away. And I think she was just trying to have fun, but she's so big that you get
a little intimidated
by her. But all right, we're going to do one last caption. Caption this one.
And while we caption that one, I'll tell you another fun fact is that emus have 2 sets of eyelids, which is so crazy to me. So the first eyelids to blink, and the second one is to keep dust out. So I still need to do more research because I'm not 100% sure how that works. Maybe there's one on the bottom and one on the top, but either way.
I feel like I've seen that with other animals where they have it's almost like another layer. Mm-hmm. And it, so there's kind of 2, like there's the eyelid, but then there's another layer underneath.
Maybe. Kaisa said, "Don't touch me."
Don't touch me. Yeah. I would not dream of touching her.
Well, she wasn't too mean. She wasn't going to be mean or anything, that maybe just like peck at people's feet. And it's like, it gets a little scary, like we said, because she's so big. But yeah.
Yeah. Any other takers on captioning our friend over here?
So
pretty colorful too. You can see on her neck, like a teal blue and a pink. Pretty colors.
It almost looks like she's wearing a scarf.
It does.
I just noticed
It
that.
does. What other questions do you guys have about any of the animals, any of the birds, I should say? Ain't nobody got time for that, darling. Kaisa, those are good. That's awesome. Oh, that was Emily? Yeah, yeah. That's awesome. I love it. Awesome. What did Emma eat?
Like bugs and grains
Yeah.
and vegan.
Vegan.
No.
If she ate bugs, she's not vegan. Oops.
But yeah, no. But insects, bugs, stuff like that.
Yeah, she needs
Grass.
eat a lot of them because she was pretty big.
Yeah.
Excellent. Well, if you don't have any other questions, maybe we should talk about next week. I think I'm going to do a little teaser for next week.
Okay.
So, because I know you always love to do this, but we're actually going to do it this week. So, as I alluded to earlier, I've been taking a lot of photos of neighborhood animals as I've been staying indoors, and flowers, nature all around us. So next week, we're going to go on an adventure in Ridgewood, New Jersey in the USA. And I'm going to show you a lot of what's going on here. There'll be some blue jays and maybe a wild turkey or something like that. And cardinals and a lot of beautiful flowers. I've been very fortunate and happy to be able to go outside very safely, of course, and see and take my big camera and my zoom lens and get a lot of great pictures of the beauty around us right now. So that's what we're going to do next week. There's surprisingly a lot of animals that you just don't notice until you really look for them in your very surroundings. So I challenge you guys this week to look outside, even if you just can look out the window, or if you get outside, you have a yard, and tell me what you see, and maybe take a picture, and let me know what you're seeing out there, because I've been seeing a lot of great and wonderful things, and I can't wait to share it with you. Again, I love that you all are here with us and have been, most of you, for the whole entire time, all the episodes, and we just love doing this. Again, we're just hoping to make you guys smile and have a little lighthearted conversation or storytelling about my adventures and our adventures and the pictures I've been able to capture all over the world. So we look forward to next week. And as I always say, please tell your friends. They're welcome to come live. And I also, if you don't have my YouTube channel link, just let me know. I'll send that to you, and that has all the episodes, all the recordings, so you can share those with your friends, and have them come along for the fun that you were able to see live. So please bring your questions next week, and we look forward to seeing you again. Thanks so much. Have a wonderful Wednesday and a wonderful next week, and we'll see you on Wednesday at 4 next week. Thank you.